Hi there, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading. This is Yetta Pearl, and this is your general angel reading for the week of January 24th through 30th of 2022. So, let's see what your angels want to tell you for this week. And the cards are coming out for sure. They're maybe a little slower than sometimes, but it's no big deal. So just as a reminder, this is a general angel reading, which means that it's a group reading, that it's which means that sometimes some portions of this message are not specifically for you, that they're for people who are also in this group of Capricorns. And it's kind of a majority rules type of thing. So you take what resonates and you leave the rest. All right, let's see. The spiritual law of attraction. Look at that picture. And he's using his hands and his energy, his spirit, his thoughts, his emotions to create the energy that he wants to attract. That's pretty cool. Every single one of us has that ability, and we are in fact using it, even if we're unaware that we're using it. It is a law, just like the law of gravity. It works whether we're consciously doing it or not. So we might as well consciously do it, and that way we become co-creators of our own life. Focus on what you want. Whatever feels crappy and whatever is wrong in our world, we need to ignore that. Because the more attention we give to it, the more energy we bring to it, and the bigger it becomes. Focus on what's good in your world. Focus on what makes you feel good. Yeah. Okay. So I can just totally feel this. You're sitting there going, yes, I know, but. No buts. It's the way it works. Yes, you know it. You've been creating, you've been perpetuating a lot of the garbage that you've been seeing and feeling and noticing in your world. If you decide that you want something else, you can still notice these things to as small of an extent as you possibly can, but put your real focus upon what you want to see, and that will help change things. Okay, all right. I see a new home in your future. Now, this could be your home that you live in. This could be the place that you work from. It could be a place that you go to do, something specific. Maybe you volunteer at the soup kitchen, and perhaps the soup kitchen is getting a new home, or you're going to be going to a different place to do that volunteering, or, something like that. It is a new place to do what you do. And so it's a very cheerful thought, this whole card. It's giving off this flowery vibe. And so it feels really good. And it feels like it'll come about in a very nice, natural way. Talk to people. I don't know, get ideas, ask for things, talk to your angels for sure, and explain to them what you're looking for. If it's, deliberate that you're finding a new place, just talk it around and it becomes. Okay, it feels so good. That feels so good. All right. So you have a new teacher coming, is how this feels. Okay, maybe not so new. However, this is somebody special in your life for now. This is a temporary teaching position that the person is assuming the mantle of. And so they're coming specifically to teach you something, for you to learn it. And so you need to get yourself into your most receptive state of learning. Some parts of it you will not actually want to use, but that's okay. You'll know it anyway. Just because it's part of what the teaching is doesn't mean you have to take every single part of it, right? But as long as you're aware that it's an option, or that it's something that many people do, or, along those lines, then that's good. And you may choose to use it, you may choose not to. It's all good, right? But don't discount anything. Take all of the learning. This person is really a godsend. This person is here especially to be your teacher in that way, and then they will be finished with you. Like some people in your life, their presence comes and their presence goes, and that's exactly how this will be. Okay. That's the main bulk of that message around the teacher position, but it's, there's also you as the teacher. Now, I feel this for fewer of you than I did feel for, the teacher coming to you. But in some cases, yes, you are definitely the teacher. And for some of you, both of these things are happening at the same time, right? So it's that you have somebody, and this feels like a much more long-lasting, easy flow situation. That this person who you are the teacher to, sometimes, in fact, they are your teacher. You're learning from them as well. But that they're in your life much longer term. And it just feels easy. It feels like level playing field. Like it's not a podium where there's highest and middle and lower. Everybody's on the same level, but there's things that, and so in that way, the relationship is easy and even and level, right? There's no, there is, that more, therefore you can be teaching. And perhaps this other person is younger than you as well, is how it feels. Or perhaps that might just be the knowledge, right? That they have a lower level of knowledge. But they as a person are on an even level with you, and you know that. And they know that. And so it's a really nice, easy flow of relationship is how it's coming across. Wow. Makes me tear up a little. I'm sure you can see that in my face. That it's a very valuable relationship. Okay. All right. So, are you a vegetarian? This card, for some of you, this does mean it's a suggestion to cut out meat. For some of you, it doesn't really mean that. It does mean to be more cautious or more aware, I think, of what you're eating. Some of you are eating too much processed, like junk food type of things. And your body is really noticing that. So the more you can eat, fresh vegetables, the better you're going to feel. It'll remove some of the brain fog. I'm just getting a sensation somebody's sinuses are clogged up, and this will clear that up completely. And that'll be a surprise to you. You won't realize that it's, the impurities in your food that's been causing that, but that for sure is what it is. You'll just feel better if you eat more vegetables and less processed stuff. Meat in itself, it feels fine, this is the message given to me. The meat feels fine, but not the ultra processed stuff, the junk food, the fast food, like that doesn't feel fine. Okay. All right. Now, are you writing things? For some of you, this is creative writing. Feels like for some of you, it's personal experience writing, autobiography, or things like that. For some of you, this is lists. Feels like a list. Make sure you write everything. Make it a very comprehensive list. And they're just saying do it on a computer or electronic something so that you can change the order of it as the priorities change. That's what they're saying to me right now. And well, obviously you can do that on paper as well, but it's a little bit more labor intensive that way. So, what, really whatever works for you is good. But make your lists. Make sure that you're, for some of you, this is questions. Not only a chore list, things to tick off as you finish them, but it's questions to ask and get the answers to. Yeah. So it keeps you organized, keeps your thoughts in order, keeps you, heading in the right direction. Make sure you actually, when you write your list, make sure you don't skip over any. Everything that you write there is important in its own right. Okay? All right. And everything happens in perfect timing. Your angels are orchestrating that. They're putting things in order. They're choosing the timing of things, and they're doing that because they have this beautiful bird's eye view, right? And so they can see other things that, if we continue on this pace, then we're going to hit that thing right, like bang on. And we don't want to. We want to avoid that. So if we go a little slower, that thing will be past us, our path, before we ever get there, and it'll all be good, and we'll never know the difference unless we try to rush things, and then we'll bang into it, right? So the timing is perfect. Everything is going exactly how it's supposed to. And don't drag your feet, because the timing also needs to stay apace, right? Perfect timing doesn't always mean things are going slower than you want them to. Sometimes it means you have to keep up. And so don't drag your feet. Just keep on going that steady pace, right? Getting your questions answered, doing things on your list, writing, whatever it is that you're doing, keep doing it. All right. So we have here the daily guidance cards, and we'll grab one last card. Yeah, notice the signs. There are always signs of things. So sometimes this is talking about the angelic signs, right? Coins, ladybugs, feathers, bird formations sometimes is a sign. Other times it's things that you can kind of think, oh, well, that was happening like that, or that person's behavior is like that. That's a sign of something. Not necessarily a red flag. That's not what we're talking about. But it is a sign. It is a clue, right? And so the more you can notice those things, the more aware you will be, and the more guided you will be. Okay. Well, Capricorn, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you very much, and I love you, and I'll see you next week.